Back up for y'all. What's up, YouTube? So, live from the doghouse. How y'all doing? Back here in California. Finally got a Friday where I didn't have to fast with somebody. I mean, I still haven't eaten all day yet, but finally a Friday off, basically. So, check out Flair Friday. Info in the description. I mean, I don't know if you haven't already listened to it, but the Grateful Eight tape, that's just quality music. Check that out. We got that playlist on my page. Just look into that. The Grateful Eight tape. If you just want some quality music that is well rounded. I'm not gonna like sugarcoat it and say it's conscious or anything like that, but there's consciousness within it. Like it's whole. It's whole. It's complete music. That Grateful Eight tape. Please check it out. Yeah, man. Anybody that has been, as far as music is concerned, anybody that's been listening to rap itself, if you heard the Victory Lap, it's probably the best album. I guess you call it commercial because the Atlantic distribution behind it. That's probably the best, album out. So like, I don't know, man. Nipsey was just right, man. As far as like when you transitioning, and it's uncomfortable, but then like, it's just being able to see things like Nipsey. I feel like as far as rap goes, Nipsey's giving you a lot of fruits. He's like the only guy really talking about Sebi on a commercial level, taking the products as well, doing a documentary about Sebi as well. So another reason why I endorse Nipsey, because if Nipsey wins, I win. It's I don't see no separation in it. So yeah, just getting into it, it really is that transition for me personally, like just because I had a lot of energy, mental energy allocated to manifesting other things, to other flows, external flows. That's really what it is. Like you get in sync with this internal flow, and then you don't really. It's not that there's anything wrong with the external flows, but the external is for everybody else more so. It's for your person too. Things flow through you. Don't get me wrong. As long as you got a body, you want to deal with other people's bodies, and you want to deal with your own and the emotions and thoughts and everything that come with that, and thus other people's emotions and thoughts. Because you in the game, if you got a body, once you in, you in. There's no half stepping in that sense. So I know that much. So I see it though. Like I see the transition for myself personally, where you got this much energy that you're getting from something that you're comfortable with. You're used to getting this much energy from it in a certain way, and that energy shifts and you're getting it back in another way, and it's equally satisfying, but on another more refined level. Like when your awareness is at a certain density, like your satisfaction is at a certain density. So once you like elevate beyond that taste, that level of the tree of life, then your satisfaction is different. So you're transferring the energy. Like I know I was making this much a month, and a lot of that money I was using to cope with the fact that I was getting this money from doing something I don't love doing. Not that I hate it, it's just that I don't love it. I don't want people to get caught up in that paradigm, but I just didn't want to allocate anything. I didn't want to allocate any more mental space, let alone physical space, moving my body for things that I don't fully endorse within my whole everything. So that, to me, the transition from like, you are comfortable in a place, and then everybody around you is comfortable in a place, and for you to be like, all right, I'm gonna do something that I really can put myself behind, or put my core behind, however you want to look at it, and because that's what I want to receive. I just want to receive that from people. I want to put that out because that's all I want back at this point. I don't really want to get the other types of returns. I just want to put out the core return and get the core back, and just do it in an organic fashion. And like Nipsey be saying, it's a marathon. It's not anything that you have to sprint towards. The slow overcomes the fast. The soft overcomes the hard. Like water dissolves stone. It's that simple. You can look at life and you see it play out in many ways. So I would just say, please, if you find it in yourself that you debating supporting, whether it's for the music or whatever it is, like just know that you don't give anything without getting something in return. That never happens. That's just the law. It's universal law. You'll never get anything for nothing, and you'll never give for nothing. Everything, nothing is for nothing. So there's no way that you could give to me or otherwise and not receive something out of it. Like it's physics. it's going to be an equal trade one way or another. One of us can try and run from it. You can try to not receive what's being given to you, but it's being given to you one way or another. So, yeah, I would just say, man, please, man, check that out. Check out the music. And if you're not trying to support in a monetized way, in a monetized fashion through money, you can always support by just playing the music or playing the videos or sharing the videos or sharing the Instagram posts, any of that kind of stuff. Like, at this point, like, I've trained my body so much to where I know what I don't need. I know that I can sustain myself, and I know like how to control the body as far as the urges and fast and everything like that. And I'm always channeling bringing my body to the greatest point to where I can channel the best I can channel to bring that so that I can get that back. So like, it's nice sometimes, I guess, to have other videos where people can meet me at different levels, and I guess like just more of a level where people might want to meet me at. I mean, I don't want people to put me on these pedestals because you're just asking, it's expectation. You're just asking yourself to get hurt, and that's going outside still. I'm not trying to deify myself. I'm trying to show you that like if we all follow the Tao, we'll be disciples of the Tao. And there will be no Judas movement in that. There's no way for that. There's no leader or no Judas or no Caesar or no Brute. Whatever it is, that shit does not exist. It doesn't happen. And if we're all following the Tao, that's how we be the best leaders. If we follow the Tao, because that's like truly following your identity. Your true identity is the Tao. The Tao comes in all forms. You see it in all shapes and sizes, and everything is everything. Like Lauren said, the small is the all. So there's no separation in it. And once you just start giving to organic things, you just get organic things back anyway. So, it's like no pressure on things. But every time I get any kind of funds, I just turn it into projects to give back, to create things, whether it's gardening or making music or just put myself in a place where I know I'll connect with people, like all of that. Like, I know people don't see the inner workings maybe like they do with my sister the way she posts, like she's more intimate in her postings. But like, I was more so living in the shadows and she's more so living in the light in a lot of ways. And like, it's benefits to both. Sometimes you get blinded in the light, sometimes in the shadow you mold. So it's benefits to both. It's just knowing, how to use them interchangeably. And I feel like a lot of people put me on this pedestal, or they put the message on a pedestal and they call it lofty or whatever it is, but it's really not. It's really, it's got roots that run deep as far as like really what we trying to say, what we're not trying to say in a sense, the doing, not doing, the WEIWUWEI, the WEIWUWEI, look, WEIWUWEI, WEIWUWEI, if you don't know about WEIWUWEI already. So, yeah, I know sometimes I say things and people don't necessarily get it on the first glance, but I put things in the description a little more. And 2020 Tantra on Amazon, info's in the description. Check it in, check it out. I know a lot of y'all have been wanting to smoke with me and stuff like that, so I'm probably just hit this J real quick so y'all can get another. I've smoked on this shit before, but nobody's ever, I guess I've never done it alone. So, I mean, I know combustion is bad. I'm more into the ritual of it anyway. Like, even though ritual is chaos, like they say, ritual is the husk of true faith. But I'm more into the ritual of it than even smoking it. I don't like smoking. I like being high. I like that. I like what, that it does for the channel. Not all the time. Nah, not all the time. But I definitely like the effect more than what I have to do, the means. I don't like it's for. I know I don't have to smoke it, but at the same time, everything got to giveth and to taketh. Like, even if you mess with the vape pens, I know the heated up metal, and you still heat it up above 118 degrees anyway, so it's still kind of like a combustion type thing anyway, like as far as a raw vegan standpoint. So, I mean, you picking your poison in a sense there. I know everything is a giveth and a taketh. And again, the pendulum swings just more and more graceful. Like, if you do it, if you're eating blood and starch, your pendulum's going to swing and your breath is going to stay shallow and you'll stay beneath the pendulum of yin and yang. If you are breathing properly, then you'll stay above yin and yang and you can see how the ebb and flow of life. And then it's beautiful to you. You know what I mean? The downs is beautiful. You know what I mean? Like, that it's not, there's no difference. You don't separate the ups and the downs. You're always in the center of the circle anyway. So yeah, I'll be just a simple video for y'all, man. I know a lot of times I probably sound like a MGTOW dude, a men going their own way guy. I don't know. I know a lot of people gonna have different, it's different strokes for different folks. Different strengths for different syncs, different synchronicities. So I already know that. You know what I mean? People gonna meet different opportunities with different levels of preparation. So life will express itself in all different ways, and people will take this information that I'm giving them, and then it'll hit them in however way it hits them. But the whole point is to get you back to your core. And, you know what I mean, get us back to that core, back to the center of the circle. Infinity, that is the Tao, really, however you want to look at it. If you can even explain or conceptualize something that's all-encompassing and unfathomable and infinite, which is the true identity anyway. But as I ramble on here and give y'all some more personal stuff, I got a few minutes. So y'all know I come from humble beginnings. I don't know why people act like I don't know, like I'm a millionaire or something like that. I know a lot because I've seen things, I've had things, I've been all over the world. I've had beautiful women, beautiful cars, beautiful friends. You know what I mean? And I don't feel like you should be mad about that. Like it's a lack of success in the world. I feel like I'm happy when people have dope things or have dope experiences. So, you know what I mean? Like, long as it's organic, then I can support it. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's not organic, I'll observe it at least. It'll teach me something. But yeah, like, I mean, I come from prostitution, essentially. You know what I mean? Like my situation is one of like, yeah, like my grandma's a prostitute, like y'all know. My mom got shot. She needed a place to stay. I ended up being a product of that whole situation. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know who my mom's dad is. Neither do she. He's a trick. You know what I mean? My people's is from like Atlantic City. It's like the Vegas of the East Coast, if you're not familiar. So they're from the Atlantic City area. You know how it is, very racy areas like that. As far as like that life. You know what I mean? I'm coming from that. I'm the white sheep in a black garden in a lot of ways. So it's not to separate things though. You know what I mean? It's always that yin and yang. I'm the white dot in the black side, basically. You know what I mean? Or however you want to look at it. Or I'm nothing. Because that's the true identity, is nothing. But just to give y'all some more insight on the situation. Like, I don't know, I've seen, you know what I mean? Not to say I've seen it all, but I've seen my ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot of things. As far as money, I've seen a lot. You know what I'm saying? I've seen a lot of lack as well as far as money too. So, you know what I mean? It all balanced out. I'm glad I just got to see it all. For me, I just want to channel the best I can and just take, as far as stepping away from my center, like even with this weed or wherever, as far as stepping away from the core, I just want to do it more and more gentle to where I return more and more gently each time, and to where I'm eventually just at the core consistently. I mean, it's not that it's not there. It's your true identity, so it never goes away. That's always there. But, you know, you get what I'm saying. It's just going to be, it's a more gentle life. Like I said, life is going to make you appreciate the small things if you want to live long enough. And you're going to be like, man, how much smaller? And life is going to keep saying, like, smaller and smaller. Smaller than that. You wake up today, appreciate something even smaller than that. And then the more you appreciate, the more you appreciate. It's that simple. Like, appreciation of wealth. You know, you appreciate what you have, and then the wealth builds from there. But if you're not happy with what you have, you'll never be happy with more. It'll be a contrast, actually. And this is nothing new to a lot of people. Sometimes we need a reminder, though. But, yeah. As far as the books, like I said, I need this equipment. If anybody got the equipment, hit me with the equipment, too. That'd be another way to help me out. I'm trying to turn all my books into audiobooks. And then if you can translate the books, that'd be dope too. Other languages, that would be dope. But I'm trying to do all my books in audiobooks. Then I'm trying to do these cartoons. And I shouldn't say trying. This is all happening. You know. See, that's another, you know, it's always the rewiring. You're going through your body constantly rewiring and stuff like that. And this is a step back to where, you know, sometimes you got faulty wiring when you mess with things, and you take your steps back. So, I mean, yeah, to jump off course there. You get me. I'm just saying, if you was to really help me, that'd be a dope way to help me. It's where, even if it's just for a moment, I don't need to own it. Just so I can record the books in audio, make audio books so I can express that to the world. And then the cartoons as well. So I really, just studio time, if I could get that. You know what I mean? Like, because that's really more so. I just want to express more and exchange more, and then give from my core to receive, and that's it. And it just keeps going. You know, one hand wash the other. So that's pretty much where I am. You know, as far as this life, it's the transition from the darkness into you know, straddling both, being neither. And yeah, that's it, man. 2020 Tantra on Amazon. I got 2 audiobooks. I got 33 PDFs. You can get like 10 of them in paperback form on Amazon as well. The Eye Manual, 2020 Tantra, Regression, Depression. Those, you know, those are I guess my highly touted ones. I got a few other ones. It's so many. I've channeled a lot of stuff I don't even remember. You know what I mean? Like it's truly possession in a divine way. So, or however you want to call it. I don't want to separate again, because it just gets fuzzy there when you start separating. I'm running out of time here, but check this stuff out, man, or share it if you can't check it out. That's really all I'm asking here, really. If y'all could do that, if y'all could do a solid for me. And if y'all want to fast, let me know. At some point, I'm gonna either shoot to Seattle and back to Jersey and drive home to get my car, and my other dog, or I don't know. Some way or another, I'm gonna get back to Jersey in October, because we're gonna be throwing a party in October. We're gonna be shooting a video for Wolfen, and yeah, anybody that wants to be in a video in Jersey, let me know. Anybody that wants to connect to fast, let me know. The books is ever available. I'm ever available. Yeah, I don't say I'm free, because free is cheaper than cheap. I am liberated though. 'Cause everything's in exchange, man. Every inhale must be exhaled. You never get without giving, man. It's always an exchange. It will always be even, you know. And people get anxious looking for that profit, but you get what you give. You know, inhale, exhale. So, 2020 Tantra on Amazon. Arbud Vegan is the author. That's the author name, the pen name. So you can search Arbud, and you'll see all the titles on there. And hit me up on all forms of social media. Info's in the description.